already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. Right now, I must address something that needs to be addressed real bad because we got a lot of fake hotel internet posturing, nevolutionary ass motherfuckers. Yeah, I said it. Nevolutionary ass motherfuckers that are not being productive, but talk a gang of shit. But the main thing that they do that kills me more than anything is there's a lot of pussy patrolling and there's a lot of dick policing. Now, while I would not recommend somebody at this point to go interracial in terms of dating practices, I don't particularly have a problem with it. I just would not recommend it due to the fact of what's going on in society. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some crazy shit out here. You know, we in a Nazi system slash uh, Jim Crow 2.0 right now. So that's something I would not go out my way to recommend. But if that's what you want to do, I say make sure the person you're dating is an asset. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the person in the business of dick policing. I'm not in the position of pussy patrolling. But we got people that take this shit way too far. Want to try to make the talking point. Well, how can you be pro-black and you're sleeping with the enemy and shit like that? And who said everybody in the non-dominant, the quote-unquote dominant white society is the enemy, quote-unquote? Now, I do know the difference between the innocent white person and a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? And if you're dating interracially just because you think one group of women are better or one group of men are better, you're dating interracially for the wrong reasons and you're subjected to failure. So I say if you are going to date interracially, make sure someone is bringing something to the table and make sure you get an honest conversation about race between your partners. That's one of the first things you want to have a real conversation with your potential interracial mate about. That's what I would suggest if you're going to do that. But at this point, I don't. I wouldn't recommend it. But you know, you knock yourself out at this point. That's my thing. With that being said, it's too much dick policing going on in black society, and that shit really needs to cut out expeditiously because hear me clearly. While shit needs to be done in black society, and while it's a lot of people on the coon train that gets with a, a white significant other and jumps on the coon train, there there is some people who are not necessarily on the train that dates a white or non-black significant other. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that are on the coon that are not on the coon train. Excuse me. 'Cause I thought I don't know if anyone heard me, but there are some black people that has a white significant other or non-black significant other that's not on the coon train. And we got a lot of people out here being like, really policing these people. Look at the Nate Parker situation with the Nate Parker controversy. You had black people that said they wouldn't go see Birth of a Nation because Nate Parker had a black wife. And I mean, had a white wife, excuse me. And when I heard this shit, I was like, you stupid motherfucker. Because you look at Hollywood's history, the most significant black directors had white significant others. Sidney Poitier, of course, he was a Oscar-winning actor on his own, but he was like the first black person to gross over $100 million. Not only that, he was the first black director to get a $10 million budget. You know what I'm saying? Which that was a lot of money back in 1980s. You know what I'm saying? $10 million was a lot of money to leverage to be handling. So, you know, look at the director of Shaft, Gordon Parks, and Melvin Van Peebles. Those are significant breakthrough black directors uh, who had white significant others at one point in time. So if you're gonna have that stupid ass conversation, then pretty much you out of there. And it should not get to the point to where we're policing who people stick their dicks in, or who people fucks. Because when we get into trivial bullshit like that, the first thing I wanna the first thing I be thinking is this shit right here.
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Y'all motherfuckers like Dragnet up in this motherfucker. All this fucking dick policing going on. You're not gonna support a nigga. And I hear this theme song in the back of my mind. Let's go back to it again.
The story you are about to see is true. The names.
I hear this shit in the back of my head. I hear this shit right here. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here with your Dragnet dick policing ass. Sit your ass down. And my thing is, if you're doing all that dick policing, that's not grown folks' activity. That's my thing. A lot of motherfuckers who do this either is don't got no man or no woman, or they're in a relationship, rather married or long-term relationship, and they're fucking miserable. They're miserable in a long-term relationship or miserably married. And when I see people do this type of fucked up ass activity, what's going on in your life? So people, stop the dick policing. Stop the motherfucking dick policing and pussy patrolling. You motherfuckers, evolutionary ass, trivial bullshit ass motherfuckers out here need to stop that shit, man. Stop that dragnet dick policing ass bullshit y'all doing, man. Real shit, man. I mean, dick policing ain't grown folks' activity. Real shit. So sit your evolutionary ass down somewhere. Once again, this your boy Jimmy J Smooth, touching down at the 832. And y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do.